Hi, how are you today? This is Pastor Peter Christian Hessing, and welcome again to another one of our interesting programs on anti-nuclear boomerangs, cutting nukes, and shredding nuclear missiles so we can have nuclear disarmament and save the world from nuclear destruction. And as we have been seeing over the past few days, that North Korea has intensified its program in trying to build anti-ballistic or ballistic missiles. They recently fired a ballistic missile over probably about 300 miles. You can call it short range or intermediate. And also, in a couple days ago, they fired about nearly half a dozen ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan. So we really need to take a tougher position regarding nuclear weapons and regarding South Korea. As I told you, that I'm a patented inventor, and we have invented and designed an anti-nuclear boomerang system that can use power saws and power drills like this and cut up nuclear missiles. And once if you can separate the engines from the boosters, you're going to be able to boomerang these missiles back to North Korea, to Russia, or China, or Iran, any country that uses nuclear weapons. So we can get rid of nuclear weapons. We have only had nuclear weapons now for about 75 years, from 1945. But if we can build this type of technology, we've invented and designed this type of system. We have applied for some patents here in America. We have a patent pending. Here is a 62373235. Here in the United States, that is pending. Another one up in Britain that's also pending is 1617890.7. We also have applied for some international patent pending design up in The Hague. That one is 115491. So if you have a company interested in building this anti-nuclear missile boomerang drone, please contact me, Peter Hessing at Outlook.com, or give me a call at 520-220-6994. We can get rid of nuclear weapons, but we have to get our new governments, get our new President Trump, get all the allied countries, the British, the French, the Chinese, the Russians, the Indians, the Pakistanis, to invest in this type of high-powered metal cutting saw and drills that can cut up nuclear missiles, receive them, have an expanding system that can expand, will be a very accurate system, and it can also be part of a 24/7 system. So we really need our new President Trump and the International Atomic Agency to negotiate a 24/7 safety inspection treaty by the International Atomic Agency to inspect all the nuclear weapons on a 24/7 basis. We need also to ban the destructive power of the nuclear missiles, meaning that you will ban the amount of megatons or kilotons that they can put into these nuclear missiles. You have to do that, else they're going to keep building more and more powerful nuclear weapons. Russia now has built a Sarmat missile with 50 nuclear missiles. If you don't ban the destructive power, they're going to build one bomb that can wipe out an entire continent, one bomb that can wipe out the entire world. And we need also to ban the Russians, the Chinese, North Koreans from bringing nuclear weapons and flying bombers into the Caribbean and in other parts of the world. We really need to make the entire world a nuclear-free zone, meaning therefore that no country would be allowed to take nuclear weapons outside of its borders or outside of its international waters limit. So we really need President Trump and his administration to have a nuclear disarmament treaty, international nuclear disarmament treaty, and to have a 5% or 10% reduction in nuclear weapons per year. And that means that we would be able to get rid of nuclear missiles. Every country just keeping a very tiny amount of nuclear missiles. But now you have about 20,000 nuclear missiles. What we really need to do on the border, instead of building a blank concrete wall, is build an anti-nuclear shield with modern technology. Solar panels, wind turbines that can deter nuclear missiles and deter drug trafficking. A blank wall is just going to increase the amount of drug cartels and drug trafficking. It's going to empower the cartels. The cartels are going to get more powerful. They're going to take over the border crossings, take over the seaports and airports, and we're going to have more drugs coming into America. So it's much better for us to use modern technology. Put up solar panels, wind turbines, secure the border. That will get rid of drugs coming into America. They're not going to want to mess with electrical power. But a blank wall is just going to increase the amount of cartels, increase the drug trafficking, trafficking and kill more people in drug gangs. I live on the next border in Arizona. And if you put up a blank wall, concrete wall, you're going to have more drug trafficking. And it's very bad that they're taking away health care from the poor. Millions of people are losing health care. They can't find money to provide health care and provide housing for the homeless. Millions are losing health care, and they want to take that money and build a blank wall that's a waste of money. It's going to have more drug trafficking. More people are going to die there. So I hope President Trump and the Congress and Republicans will change their mind and not take away health care from the poor, take away jobs from the poor, take away housing from the poor, and build a blank wall, which is just a waste of money. So to give your hearts and life to God and Jesus, peace and love. Let us seek God and seek Jesus, and let's bring Christian, Muslim, Jews together for peace, and make peace with the Russians and North Koreans. What we really need to do is sit down and make peace with the Russians, the North Koreans, the Chinese, have a peace agreement, and have a program that stops hacking and make peace around the world, but not waste money on a blank wall and take away money from the poor. You hear they're giving billions of dollars in tax cuts to the wealthy corporations, but they can't find money to provide health care for the poor. That's a very bad idea, and I hope President Trump and the Republicans will change their mind. Build a modern system, an anti-nuclear shield with modern technology there, have modern satellites, solar panels, wind turbines that can secure the border. That will stop drug trafficking throughout the entire America. But don't take away money from the poor, take away health care from the poor, take away jobs and housing for the poor. We should be building housing for the homeless, not taking away money from them. So I hope President Trump and the Americans and the Republicans of the Congress will change their mind and have a modern system and have jobs for the poor, health care for the poor, and housing for the poor. Don't take away money from the poor to build a blank wall, a blank graffiti wall, which is just going to have more drug dealers and more cartels. Thank you. You can get me at Peter Hessing-Trump. If you want to build our anti-nuclear missile boomerang drone, please contact me at peterhessing@outlook.com or call me 520-220-6994. Thank you. God bless. Get me on Facebook, Twitter. Look for my movie coming out, which is Boomerang Peace to Save the World. We hope to have it in the Cannes Film Festival, in the Sundance, in the Golden Globes, and probably we're hoping to win an Academy Award. So look for it. We have a new movie coming out, Boomerang Peace to Save the World. And also you can get my new book, 24/7 Safety Inspection, Save the World from Nuclear War and Global Warming. And let us end poverty in America. We can end poverty in America by creating 50 million online businesses for all the peoples in the world. If we created an online business for 6 billion people in the world where they can make or sell a product, we will definitely end poverty around the world. So that's what we need to do. But don't waste money on a blank graffiti wall that's going to increase the amount of drugs coming into the country and have more drug dealers and more cartels. Thank you. God bless. Give your hearts and life to God and Jesus. Peace and love. Pastor Peter Christian Hessing.